Hello. In this exercise, we're going to learn about area preparation using the Comsof pre-processing tools together with manual operations. Open your QGIS and let's first create our trenches. To do that, just click the button Create Trenches from the Comsof toolbar. That's okay. So you see now that the color is slightly different and the trenches are overlapping the street center lines. Next step, we're going to create the demand points. To do this, just click in the icon Create Demand Points. You can see the demand points were successfully created. The next step will be to create the service connection trenches. To do this, simply click in the button from the Comsof toolbar. Once this is done, we can fine-tune our network using manual operations. The first step would be to create a new include attribute to the street center lines. Save your changes. Now, what we're going to do is to select one of these streets, in case this one here, and set it to false. Be sure that you are selecting from the street center lines layer. Make the layer editable. And we can set it to false. Save your changes. Now we'll see that you have this label here showing excluded. The next step will be to retrigger the create trenches and afterwards the create service trench connections. So we'll see now that the demand points are no longer connected to this street. The next part of the exercise, we'll move the demand points to a different area and retrigger the create service connection trenches function. Let's find a demand point to move. For example, this one here, I would like it to move it from this location to this one. To do this is very simple. Again, go to the demand points layer, make it editable, and let's use the vertex tool. With the vertex tool, I'm going to move my point to this location. Save my changes. And recreate the service connection trenches. So you'll see that now it is connected to the closest street. Another possibility is to determine the location of the connection trench according to the street name. Let's use this example. Here you can see, for example, that I would like to connect this point, this building, to this street instead of this one here. So we can force the software to do this by the street name attribute. First, we need to find out what is the street name of this. So here we have the name. We can copy this attribute value. I can close it. I'll go to my demand points, select it, open the attribute table. You see that now the street name, there's nothing filled. We can find our point, make it editable, and just paste the name of the street here. Once this is done, you can save your changes, close it, and again, we're going to recreate the service connection trenches. So you'll see that now my building is connected to the street that I want. Another possibility is just move manually the service connection trenches. To do this, we select the correct layer, make it editable, and using the vertex tool, I'm going to move it to a different street. Save your changes. And that's it. The last part of this exercise is to process the area. So once all the changes and pre-process steps are done, you can finally process the area to have all this information together in the software. This concludes the exercise area preparation. Thank you for watching.